Good evening. Welcome to your call number 10, How to Become Money with Geet Batra. How is
Hi, Geet.
everyone doing?
Geet, I don't want
Yeah.
this call to end.
Thank you so much, Keith. I had come to this series because this was the last leg of my healing. So I've done a lot of other kinds of healing for my own self. I've done a long journey on it, but money was the last part that I had to heal in myself, and I knew that if I heal this aspect of my life, I will tap into a different dimension. I mean, I've already tapped into, but I knew that this is kind of what's holding me back. So the first thing, I think the second or the third day, that's how I did my holiday. Usually, I would have never done it. Like usually, because I'm a self-contributor, I know that if I miss out on my time, so that was so liberating, like so liberating. So that I think from in the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm done with my calls. Like I got what I needed. So in the very beginning, that was there. Apart from that, I think the contributions of these calls were so amazing in different aspects of my life, like things like if whatever situation, I keep repeating the questions that you keep pointing out to us, like what do you create out of the present situation? And I always remind myself that you will only receive as much as you're willing to receive. This is something that I keep repeating on and on. So like a couple of things that I've taken away from this whole series have contributed into different aspects of my life. So thank you. I'm so grateful. I connected. I'm so grateful for the, like everyone else who's participated in this group, which I think the group energy made it so amazing for all of us. I'm so grateful that I connected with you and I met you. So thank you.
So when I started this series, I was a complete contracted person. And for me, the only way of receiving money was through my husband. I had completely lost all the power and awareness that I could create, and what I have created till now through my husband is also my creation. I was not giving that acknowledgement to myself. These 10-25 days have been a complete roller coaster in my life. I mean, I have gone through very lows of my life in relationship and in many things where things were really coming out from me that I was feeling that I was really feeling very sick and tired of what I was and how I was in my comfort zone. It was the awareness that I was rejecting all the time, and I thought that it's not an awareness. One thing that I started listening to is my awareness, recognizing it, acknowledging it. The second awareness that came to me was brilliant of defending and avoiding, which I had shared with you, and how this awareness lightened in my life. I was sitting on the beach at around 8:39 at night, and this awareness just suddenly came in that I was defending my marriage and avoiding money in my life. After this awareness, things just opened up for me. Opened up as in I went just to give my love or energy to an old age home in 2 days, and third day I was offered to take care of the whole center. Secondly, I was I love to act, as I said, and all of a sudden the auditions and the callings had stopped, and today I had given an audition for which I was selected, and I also went there to give a physical audition for a more clarity. So I am seeing an immense difference in my energies and the trust that I have built in the questions, how to use the questions, how to be in the questions, and how to receive the awareness beautifully. So Geet, really, I mean, these 10, I really blessed, I'm very thankful to you, and I'm really blessed that a person like you has showed up, or I created you, as I always say that, we create everything, and I created you, and I see more of this coming. Small things like, there is no comparison, but just how can I duplicate that, or how can I have more of that? These small things create a lot of difference, and I'm feeling very, very, very light and expanded. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you for receiving it so beautifully. Thank you.
The biggest thing that I understood from you is that create from what you have. and what you don't. That also opened up a lot for me. And I have written a small poem when we started this series. Can I share?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. I have lost myself somewhere. I have lost myself in the midst of people. I have only tried to adjust myself, change myself, compromise myself. Please, ignore, fight, love, compare. I have done all this only to fit into the perceptions of others. I lost myself in becoming an ice cube, wherein I was an iceberg. Awareness expands me. Judgments control me. Awareness sets me free. I am an infinite being in this infinite universe, only to explore infinite possibilities. But I have limited myself to this body, to this world, to money, to people. What if I was the only person in the whole universe? What would I create? Joy, ease, and glory.
Wow. Beautiful. Lovely. Thank you so much. You have put the entire series into just one poem.
Thank you.
How awesome is that? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Amazing, Amrita.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you, Geet. Firstly, I would love to say you thank you. Endless thank you. And I never imagined this class will change so much in me. And really never imagined. I mean, so many blocks were there. I can see them vanishing somewhere. I don't know where they are going. And like, I learned to be happy. I learned to be joy. I learned to be light. I feel light, very light. And the SOB sessions were out of the world. I have never experienced this till date. And your magical clearings were wonderful. Wow. And the ninth call, your ninth call series was mind blowing. That opened so many receivings for me, really. And one thing I've started creating is I stopped being a victim. Yesterday I was like in a fix. Like I also questioned you yesterday that what to do when we are in two ways. But then I simply went with my awareness and I got the proper way.
Lovely. I'm glad without doing both of these classes, you were able to do that. Brilliant job.
Thank you.
Thank you for receiving it so beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
So when all the clearing, when you were saying today, I had this very lovely experience of, I was just crying. And I didn't judge anything, nothing. It was just,
No.
and something majorly has shifted. And where it came from, I don't know anything and I don't want to get into it. But I'm just saying that, it was just so lovely that I cried a lot, like apne aap ho raha hai.
So, what if you can have a life as well as ease, joy, and glory? That is why people are not choosing to have ease, because then people will judge and they'll say you have got everything so easy.
That's okay. I'll have everything so easily.
Again, this was brilliant. Actually, it really opened up a lot of things, and things have become quite simpler now. Actually, so it's brilliant.
Oh, it was really amazing. I've actually learned a lot of new things, like Ask, which I said, and a 10% thingy that you were talking about. The book I still have to finish myself, which I purchased. But it was a lot of contribution. I think lot of contribution. A lot of things are opening up in my relationship too. So I think that is the another thing, because money was never a really problem. It was the other things, I believe. Now I'm realizing money, I think it's easy to make from wherever, but how to save is what I've learned today. In the classes over the 10, let's say. Yeah. So thank you so much.
I wanted to share that this class has been really expansive for me, because I know when I first joined Access how much I expanded and then I contracted, and this class again opened up my space. So I'm really grateful for that. Instead of operating from conclusions, I again get the opportunity to tap into my energy and the possibilities of the universe, and operate from there. And I have made, in terms of cash, I've made at least 3 times of what I've paid minimum. That has all come as gifts from my loved ones. So thank you very much for that. And there were many points that I have written down while going through the class. So some of them were, one of the points that really hit me was what you are trying to control controls you. And I could very clearly see that in my life. The aspects that I was trying to control, how those aspects were actually controlling me instead. That is one thing. And honor yourself first before anybody or anything else. I learned that in my first money workbook. And I had started my honoring account, which I stopped in between when we did not have income in the house. I had stopped putting money aside in that, which I started doing again right now. So, and that account, it makes me feel rich. So I'm glad I started that again because of being on the call. And I don't remember if this was on the this call series or on the Clarity Night or when we spoke, I don't remember, but you asked me this question of are you creating from the past or from choice? That actually changed a lot because I was working on myself, healing myself and doing that, but I was always doing it from, I had an issue in this aspect of my life. So now I'm going to work on not having that issue in the future, which is having a past reference of what it was and what it shouldn't be in the future. And that day when you asked me the question of do you want to create from the past or do you want to create from choice, that really hit me. And I was like, yes, what am I doing? If I'm going to choose from, this is not what I want to have, I'm always having a past reference. And I'm not choosing as an infinite being who always has choice. So that actually stayed with me for a very long time after you had asked me that question. So thank you very much. You have always been a contribution in my life. Thank you.
One thing, Geeta, I would just like to add that this whole series got me near being you, which was missing. And it is just so happening and it is just so good. Thank you so very much. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome. How does it get even better than this?